How's it going, my fellow snail sufferers? It's your missile guy. At the start of the year, we received the 2026 sticker, which showcased two vehicles confirmed to come within the year of 2026, the F-16XL and the Su-15. We are now on the final stretch of updates for the year and have yet to receive either, so today we'll be discussing the history of the F-16XL, what you could expect in terms of performance and armament, and finally, when it might come to the game. I'd also like to note that I'll do the same for the Su-15 if you guys wish. Let me know below. On with my usual disclaimer, if you hear that I make any mistakes when discussing the F-16XL, comment them down below. This helps my viewers see, and I always strive to bring the most accurate information possible to my channel. Anyways, let's get on with the video. The F-16XL was conceived in the late 1970s by General Dynamics, who were aiming to make a multitude of variants of the F-16. Originally, the F-16 wasn't meant to be a multi-role based fighter. Due to this, the prototype model of the F-16XL would be built with a very unique cranked delta wing design, aimed at bringing even better agility to the F-16 design. The wing's design provided about 25% higher lift-to-drag ratio while in supersonic flight. This also came with a total of a 50% increase in total payload capacity. Obviously, due to its larger wings, it accounted for a 120% larger surface area compared to the standard Falcon. This F-16 was designed with carbon composite materials, resulting in a cutdown of roughly 600 pounds of weight while maintaining and even boosting overall structural strength and aerodynamic efficiency. Due to these changes, the F-16XL was capable of carrying twice the payload and even received 65% more fuel capacity without external fuel tanks. This is important to note because the original reason the F-16XL started as a project was attempting to bring the F-16 to a supercruise capable fighter while extending its total range without the need of external drop tanks. The F-16XL averaged just below Mach 1 speeds without an afterburner, but was capable of supercruising at a slightly higher altitude, meaning that ultimately General Dynamics would achieve their goal for the F-16. However, issues would arrive. While two prototypes of the F-16XL would be produced, a single-seat and a two-seater variant, in 1981 the US Air Force would start looking for a new enhanced fighter meant to replace the F-111 Aardvark with a new strike fighter. After a successful test flight of the F-16XL, General Dynamics would enter the competition a year later, entering their XL prototype for a chance to be the next strike fighter of America. However, there was a glaring issue. The F-16XL was built to improve over the F-16. And some requirements required for this role, this aircraft did not fulfill. Combined with the F-15 Eagle being its competition, known as the F-15E Strike Eagle now, we saw an aircraft that basically dominated the XL in every area, with the F-15E only requiring minor changes to the original F-15s, while the F-16XL was basically a new aircraft, meaning F-16s would either need to be completely redesigned or built from scratch. This proved to be an issue for the XL. Ultimately, the F-15 would win the competition due to economical concerns, with all stealth projects being procured at this time, such as the YF-22, 23, and the B-2 Spirit. It was a cheaper option for this role. This sadly meant the XL would never see the light of day as a true fighter in service. So, what are the performance characteristics we could expect in War Thunder? This aircraft's top speed would depend on the model we received, as the second prototype variant was capable of a top speed of around Mach 2 using the F-110 engine, while the first prototype was limited to Mach 1.8 using the base F-100 engine. This aircraft demonstrated a strong loaded performance. Even with a full bomb load, it was up to 95 miles per hour faster than a clean F-16A at sea level. This also gave it a staggering 345 miles per hour over a clean F-16A at altitude with the afterburner. This aircraft would have a combat range of around 2,285 miles and a boosted range of about 2,580 miles to 2,850 miles with drop tanks. In terms of real-life performance, it was cleared for up to 7.2 Gs with a full bomb load, with a max G-pull of up to 9 Gs when clean. In terms of War Thunder, this would give the aircraft an incredible max G limit. Combined with the wings, you could also expect some pretty insane AOA. Finally, its primary radar is said to be the AN APG-66 Pulse Doppler radar, which is the same radar found on the baseline F-16A. This radar was developed by Westinghouse, which is a name you hear brought up pretty commonly in my videos. The F-16XL retained the standard M61 Vulcan of American aircrafts with roughly a total of 500 rounds. This aircraft had a total of 17 primary hardpoints, with some sources claiming up to 27 stations. 16 wing stations were capable of carrying 750 to 1,000 pound bombs, with 5 heavier wing stations capable of carrying up to 2,000 pound bombs. This aircraft would use 4 semi-recessed fuselage stations for the E-120 AMRAAM, and 2 wingtip stations capable of carrying sidewinders, and finally 2 chin stations for things like lantern pods. So a hypothetical full air-to-air loadout would be heavily lacking, with a total of 4 A-120 AMRAAMs and 2 AIM-9 sidewinders. It also had a 10 missile configuration that was able to use 6 AIM-9 sidewinders and 4 AMRAAMs under the fuselage, which the AIM-9s would be under the wings. It is also noted that the F-16XL is likely capable of carrying AIM-7 Sparrows on the wing stations, however the primary focus was the AMRAAM during actual real-world testing. As for a hypothetical ground loadout, it could include up to 12 Mark 82 500-pound bombs, 4 A-120 AMRAAMs on the fuselage, and 2 wingtip sidewinders, additional Mark 82 or heavier bombs on the heavy stations, targeting pods on the chin for any special guided munitions, as well as fuel tanks if needed. This aircraft could also receive cluster bombs such as the CBU series, rockets, and as mentioned, whatever guided munitions were required. Along with this, it is likely that the F-16XL was capable of anti-radiation missiles for seed rolls, though this is more hypothetical and not proven as of currently. So, when are we likely to receive the F-16XL? This model was said to come in the year of 2026, and we are slowly closing in on the final 2 updates of the year, one of which was predicted by Gaijin to be the 5th generation update. While I personally hope that the 5th generation gets baked for longer and is delayed, we're going to follow the original timeline and assume that 5th generation is still planned for this year, meaning likely the December update. With that being said, if I had to take a guess, this aircraft is likely to come in the next update, which would be in September. The only reason I make this guess is simply down to timing and what Gaijin is actively working on. September is generally a slightly smaller update between the 2 final updates of November and December, which includes the final major updates coming for the year. It would be a perfect time to add this aircraft as they aren't too impressive in terms of overall capability compared to what's already added to the game. Now, this is of course assuming it's a tech-tree vehicle. Due to it being a unique vehicle compared to the Su-15 that was actually in service, there's a chance that this simply could be just an event vehicle, which I honestly don't mind. It's a unique event vehicle and would be cool to have, and I'd much rather have this as an event over a paywalled Pringham. With that being said, I do think this aircraft will be cool and a worthy addition to the game, even if it proves to be less capable due to it being added super late in the lifetime of War Thunder. I'm just a fan of unique vehicles being added to the game, assuming they aren't paywalled. Either way, let me know your thoughts below in the comment section. I'd also like to note that I have covered the Su-15 briefly when discussing its unique missile in an obscure missile series video. If you're interested, check it out. Anyways, that's all I have for you today, my fellow snail sufferers. If you enjoyed, feel free to hit that like button, consider hyping the video, or even sub. We're slowly growing towards my goal of 4,000 subs, and it's a great way to support my channel for free. Besides that, I hope you all enjoyed. This is your Missile Guy. See you in the next one.